Good morning, guys. It is 7 o'clock in the morning and Chris just left about, Chris just left about an hour and a half ago to go out of town for 2 days. So I thought that I would film a kind of like a day in the life. It'll probably be 2 days worth of footage in this video of how I deal when Chris is out of town. So if you guys are new here, my name is Jennifer, my husband is Chris. We have Jane, who's in 1st grade, she just turned 7, Jackson, who is about to be 5, and Piper, who is 3. And my husband works from home, but he does go out of town a lot, and he actually just got a new job last May, and this new job he is traveling a lot more, like almost once a week. So I feel like when he first started going out of town, it was really hard for me to manage the family by myself, or not by myself, but manage the 3 kids here by myself. And now that I've been doing it for a while, I feel like I have the hang of it a little bit. Obviously I still have bad days and good days. I'll probably jinx myself and have like a terrible day today, but I wanted to give you guys a few tips and tricks of what I do, and just kind of explain, because it's hard, but it's not as hard as it used to be. So I feel like I've kind of done some things to help that. So starting our day off now, I am very blessed and lucky that Chris does work from home. So on a normal day when Chris is here, I wake Jane up, get her ready, and take her to school, and I leave Jackson and Piper here because Chris is here. And so that makes my life a lot easier because I don't have to wake the little kids up. They can sleep a little longer, and I don't have to take the time to like get them in the car and buckled up and everything. But when he's gone, obviously I can't leave them here, so I have to wake Jane up a tiny bit earlier and get the kids in the car, all 3. Today is even more of a challenge because today is Jane's 100th day of school, and so she has a special day today where she gets to dress up like a 100-year-old person. And so I need to get her up to do that, and then we also get to go into the school today because all of the kids do like a 100-day parade around the school. And so normally I just put Jackson and Piper in the car in their pajamas and no shoes, but since we're going into the school, I need to get them dressed and looking halfway decent, I guess. So that's even more of a challenge. So me talking to you right now is not helping. I'm gonna wake Jane up, get everybody ready, and I guess one of my first tips is just to give yourself a lot more time than you normally do since you're by yourself. I know that makes total sense, but I used to not do that, and I used to think I could just do it in my normal time frame, but just give yourself a little bit more time. All right, we barely made it in the car. Jane will probably get to school like the exact minute that she's gonna be there. Like 1 more minute, she'll be late, hopefully. And I left the house a disaster, which I hate doing, but we're out of the house. So I will say that I do find, I'm sure you guys have seen my video where I was talking about I'm trying to be better at not yelling, but when I'm in a rush and rushing my kids and they are going as slow as turtles, I find that I yell a lot. So a way for me not to yell is to give them lots of time. So we did not do that this morning, but we can try again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning won't have to get these 2 ready, but they're dressed and ready. Jane looking like a grandma. Look how cute. Can you see? Yep, she has gray hair. And it's also a fun day because she gets to bring her American Girl doll to school too. So we had to get all of that situated and ready. Oh, we got real bright all of a sudden. But anyways, we are headed to school. We did it. And we will have lots to clean up and do when we get home, but that's okay because we're gonna be to school on time. All right, we are home from Jane's parade. It was really cute, super short, because it was only pre-K, kindergarten, and 1st grade that do it. So it was really short. I fed the kids their breakfast, and Jackson is working on a little project. We got these from my sister-in-law who has like a little business going called Tailored to Teach. I will leave her Instagram down in the description. She also has a website that I'll leave in the description, but these are super cute and Jackson loves them. So it has the letter, and then you have to clip the clothespin on whatever one starts with that letter. So,
Mom?
Yes?
No flying toys.
Yeah, the flying toys coming in the mail. We ordered him a flying airplane, like a styrofoam little airplane thing, and it's coming in the mail today, so he's excited about that. I am also, some of the stuff has been on my Instagram because I'm kind of Instagramming my day-to-day. I have been, if you guys have not been following along over on my Instagram, I've been sharing a lot of my to-do lists on days where I have a ton going on, and then I kind of share throughout the day as I check things off and get things done. Number one, I think it motivates you guys, and number two, it really motivates me to try to get everything checked off. So I did share this already over there, but Jackson loves, and all of my kids love, I think the brand is Little Bites muffins. He loves the chocolate chip ones, and they are so expensive. I've been trying to get our grocery bill down just a little bit, just to see if I can just get like store brand things and cut costs where I can.
Check the mail.
Okay, we will check the door because it's not gonna come in the mail. He's checking it all day. If you don't have patience throughout the day today, then you will not get to play with it when it gets here.
What?
Look at Mom.
Here.
I know.
Here.
Look at Mom. You have to have patience. And if you ask me about it a bunch of times today and you get upset when it's not here yet, look at me. You're not gonna be able to play with it when it finally gets here. You're gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, Mom?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Anyways, long story short, those mini muffins I realized were super expensive. So I got these little packs of muffins, the Martha White. These are like $1. I think Betty Crocker's ones were like $2. They only make 6 muffins, but one muffin is pretty much the amount of muffins that you got in the mini muffins. I think it was like 4 mini muffins. So maybe this is like maybe 2 of the mini muffins, but they don't really need that much muffin anyways. How many times am I saying muffins? So anyways, I made the chocolate chip ones. Piper had one this morning, Jackson had one this morning. They love them. I'm making chocolate ones in the oven right now, and then I have blueberry ones too. Hopefully that can kind of curb their wanting for the mini muffins, and I can just make like 3 or 4 batches of them a week, and it lasts us the week. So I'm just trying to make some changes where I can. Also, Chris loved these salads that I kept getting. If you guys have been checking our grocery hauls, those salads, those tiny salads were $5 a piece. And so we found it was a lot cheaper to pre-make our own salads, and so we've been doing that recently. So anyways, just thought I'd share that with you guys. My day isn't much different during the day when Chris is here working, because he's basically in the office all day. He's not able to really help me at all. So right now, nothing's really changed as far as him being out of town. This morning, like I said, was an adjustment, or always is an adjustment, getting the kids with me to take Jane to school. But now we're kind of in our normal routine. So I'll share a little bit what we're doing today, but I mainly want this video to be about my changes and what I do when he's gone. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Where's Jackson? There he is. Okay, Jackson, I'm so glad these came this morning. It's only 10 o'clock and they came in the mail. Usually we don't get packages till later, but Jackson has been wanting these so bad.
These airplanes.
They're here, so I'm gonna put them together and let him fly these for a little bit. Cool. Wow. He could do this for hours, you guys. Whoa! That's pretty good. You need to go potty? What?
I need to go potty and tutu.
And tutu, what does that mean?
That means pod go to the body.
Can you hold it, Piper?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to come on here. We dropped Jane and her friend off at dance, and I needed to figure out dinner. So this is another thing that happens, obviously, when Chris goes. We are really good at meal planning when Chris is home. And we do our grocery shoppings on Sundays and Wednesdays, and we usually have a conversation about what we want to eat. We're trying to eat healthy lately. But when he goes out of town, it's a little more difficult. It probably seems like it's not, but it is, because it's kind of hard to cook for like one adult and 3 kids. And I do sometimes cook. I usually cook something small, like hot dogs and mac and cheese or tacos or something that I know the kids will actually like. Because normally when it's Chris and I home, we make the kids eat whatever we're eating, and they're trying new things all the time, but it's just easier when he's not there to make things that I know that they like. I don't have to deal with it. But lately I have been just getting things out. Like one night we had Jim and Nick's, one night last week.
Who's Jim and Nick's?
And tonight we're having Jersey Mike's, which is a sub place. And that actually makes it... You're having Jersey Mike's. Although it is difficult, or not difficult, although it does cost more money to eat out like this, it is easier for me and it takes the stress off of me, so I'd rather spend the money, because then I don't have a huge mess to clean in the kitchen, and we can get our nighttime routine going, which takes a lot longer, obviously, when it's just me. So that's what we did. We picked that up. It's still only 4:30, so we're gonna take it home and probably wait for Jane to get home, but I just wanted to update you guys on that, because I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow night, but tomorrow night's Friday night, and normally we have pizza on Friday night anyways, so we'll probably just stick to that, but I've got to get these kiddos home.
Hi.
Also, when you have to wake up your kids early to take Jane to school, this happens. Oh my goodness. They rarely nap. Piper will sometimes nap at home. Like in the living room, she'll just like fall asleep watching TV or something during quiet time, but otherwise they don't nap. Like he never naps. So the early wake ups are hard. And so when we have to do it 2 days in a row, or even sometimes 3 days in a row, it makes it kind of difficult, but We do what we gotta do. Hopefully they're not gonna be angry when I wake them up. Where are you? It is 5:52. Normally we eat dinner right at 6 o'clock. So this is good. And as soon as we're done eating, usually when Chris is here, I take my time cleaning the kitchen, and Chris kind of hangs out with the kids a little bit, and then they usually get in the tub by like 6:30, 6:45. But on the days when he's not here, we go straight to the bathtub because I have to bathe 3 children and get them to bed, and Jane has homework, especially tonight since she's been at dance. She hasn't been able to do any of her homework. So, like I said before, it's a lot easier, chew your food. It's a lot easier for me to get things done if I give myself a lot of time. I feel like in the past, I just thought that I could just get everything done by myself in the same time frame I did with Chris helping me. I don't know, it makes sense that it wouldn't, but anyways. So that's what we're doing. Little tiny cleanup in the kitchen, which is good. So, how is it?
Good.
Good.
Delicious.
Delicious. Whoa. So the kitchen is cleaned, and this is, when Chris is here, we usually just have like a free-for-all. Whoever Chris takes to the tub or whoever I take to the tub, and then whoever's done takes whoever, somebody helps Jane with her homework. But it has to be a little bit more structured. Jane, you should be doing what I asked you to do. It has to be a little bit more structured when he's not here. And again, that's been a mistake in the past. So I've basically got a routine down for when he's gone, putting Piper in the bathtub and putting Jackson in the bathtub at the same time. And while they're contained and not making messes, Jane's doing her homework right here. She's reading. And so I don't have any kids like running around making a mess. So during that time, I let the littles play a little bit. Like I said, we have a lot more time than normal, and I clean up. So the kitchen's already clean, but I will clean up the living room, pick up any toys, and then I'll go to each bedroom and like turn down their beds, get their pajamas out, things like that, and then make sure everything's picked up. So I will show you everything else I do after that, but right now they're contained. The house is pretty much picked up, so I'm gonna go and get them all cleaned up and out of the tub, and then that's when Jane goes in. So I will update you guys in a minute.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You came right out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away.
Okay, lay down in your bed. So Piper is out of the tub. I get her all the way finished. Her teeth are brushed, her hair's brushed. She's ready for bed. and I give her my phone to watch. So we actually do this every night, because if we don't give her a distraction, she will be running around like crazy and distracting the other kids, and it's just total chaos.
This is my temperature.
That's Jane's watch. Okay, I asked you to lay down though. So I turn her light off, we turn her sound on and everything, and we let her watch kids YouTube until I get Jackson and Jane to bed, and then she's the last one. We come in here, read her a book, say prayers, and put her to bed last. We're not worried about her going to bed last because our kids go to bed at a decent hour, and she doesn't have to wake up super early on normal days. So that's the routine, and this is how I get her to stay put while I finish the other two. So that's what we're gonna do now.
I've been saving you, and save me too. Yeah, I need it.
Good night. You got your teeth brushed, your hair brushed, tucked in bed. We just read a book and said our prayers. At your airplane bed. Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you. I miss Daddy. Oh, me too, buddy. So, Jackson is done. Piper still has the phone. Jackson's done. Jane usually takes a shower or a bath by herself, but today she dressed as an old woman. I know you guys already know this, but so she has gray hair stuff, like hairspray all in her hair, so I need to help her wash it. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna see what time it is actually, because it is getting close. Usually I like to have them in bed by 8 and it's 7:30, so I'm doing really, really good on time. So I'm going to get Jane out and get the rest of her homework, because I need to do the rest of her homework too. We are reading some Junie B. Jones. What kind of face is that? Oh. I am going to, Jane, stop. Now you're doing it on purpose. So I'm going to sing her lullabies and say her prayers with her, get the phone from Piper, and then I'll check in with you guys in a minute. So good night. I am done for the day. I'm tired. Just got done putting all 3 kids to bed. All I have to do is review my list for tomorrow, make my to-do list for tomorrow, and wash my face, and I'm going to bed. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. So I find, and it's kind of funny, when Chris is here, we end up getting the kids to bed later. I think that sometimes, since we don't have like specific jobs, we don't know like who's doing what, or somebody will get distracted with something, or Chris and I will start talking about something, and it just kind of gets crazy sometimes. And when it's just me, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it, getting everyone ready, and so it's 7:57 and all the kids are in bed. They might not all be asleep, but they're in bed. So I was gonna make this video like I said this morning, like not a 2-part, but like say goodnight to you guys now and then film it tomorrow as well. But when I thought about it, it's basically the same thing, and I really wanted to just share with you guys some of the tips that I had and some of the things that I did differently when Chris was gone, and so I feel like I said it all today. The one difference for tomorrow is that my mom offered to come take Jane to school tomorrow, which is amazing, and I normally don't ask her to do that, but if she finds out that Chris is out of town, she will usually call and ask if she can take Jane to school, and then she just goes to work. So she's already headed to work anyways. It is kind of out of the way, but it's a big help because then I don't have to wake up Jackson and Piper, and I can just get stuff done in the morning. So I'm very blessed to be able to live near my parents and know that my mom is there to help. So that's the main difference for tomorrow. And then everything else is pretty much the same. So I did it. I did a whole day without my husband, and I know that there are a lot of moms out there that do this multiple times or months on end, which is crazy, or they're just single moms. And I think It's hard. It's very hard. Being a parent in general is hard. It's hard when Chris is here. It's hard when he's gone. But I just wanted to share this little bit with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you in our next video.